Namaskar bachcho, welcome back again to the virtual class. Hope you all doing well at home. So in the last episode we have discussed about the light reflection and refraction. So we have seen how image is obtained on a convex lens, and we did not see how image is obtained or the ray diagram to find the image in case of concave lens. The same rule is applicable for both convex and concave lens. So I asked you to practice all the positions. When the object is kept in all the positions, where will be the image formation? So hope you practice all those things, since I didn't receive any queries from your side. So I believe all those exercises you have done successfully. In today's session, we will be seeing how image is obtained on a concave lens. So by using ray diagram, how the image is obtained, we will see. Dear students, you are aware that at the end of this video, you will be getting some home assignments. So now you take the smartphone and keep ready so that you can take a snapshot of the questions and you can do all those home assignments. In the previous case, that is in case of convex lens, we have used 6 different positions, right? As far as concave lens is concerned, there are only 2 positions. That means the object can be kept only on 2 positions. One is at infinity and another one is between the infinity and optical center. Now we will see how image is obtained on a concave lens. So by using ray diagram, we try to understand. Now look at the screen here. The object is kept at infinity. The light rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis, you can see here very well that after refraction, it appears to diverge from the point. What is that point called? Yes, that is focus. So all the light rays which are parallel to the principal axis, you can find that the image is obtained on the focus. Now the image is obtained on the left hand side of the lens. The image which is obtained on the left hand side, we call it as virtual image, and it is point source or pointed image, highly diminished image we will get, and it will be erect but it is highly diminished. Now we see the second position. When the object is kept between the optical center and infinity, what happens? The light rays which are parallel to the principal axis, then we know that it appears to diverge from focus. But the light rays which are pointed towards optical center, we know that the light rays which are passing through the optical center, it does not show any deviation. Without deviation, it goes straight. So here intersection we will not see at the right hand side of the lens. So when we extend backward, then you see that the image is, or the refracted rays are when extended backward, then we will see the intersection point behind the lens or the left hand side of the lens. So the point at which 2 refracted rays get intersected, at that point the image will be formed. So here the image formation, you will see very well that between the optical center and focus. So whenever we keep object between infinity and the optical center, then the image formation will be between the optical center and focus, and the image formed will be erect and virtual, as it is formed on the left hand side of the lens and it is diminished. So this way we can find the image formation by using ray diagram. So the same thing you can practice at home. If you have any doubts or queries, then you can ask very well. Dear students, ray diagram is very important as far as exam is concerned. So most of the time exam related to drawing ray diagram is asked. So dear students, have enough grip and enough practice on how to draw the ray diagram. So that's all in the ray diagram. So I hope you understood how ray diagram is drawn in case of concave lens and convex lens, right? So moving further, we will see another important concept, that is numericals on convex and concave mirror. To understand this in a better way, you should know some of the basic things. If you understand all those things, then it will help you to solve the numerical problems which we will see in the next section. What is that? Sign convention. We have already discussed about sign convention in case of convex and concave mirror. Same sign convention we will be using for lens also, but the only difference is the distance in the mirror case we have taken from the pole. Here in this case, we will take all the measurements starting from optical center. If you know all those things, then we can solve the numerical problems and the related formulas also you can understand it in a better way. In case of lens, we will take all the measurements starting from the optical center. Whatever the measurement, if we go right hand side, we know that the value should be positive. If we go left hand side, then it will be negative. If any measurement which is taken above the principal axis, then that will be positive. If it is below the principal axis, then it will be negative. Keeping all these in mind, we try to understand the lens formula. In the previous section, we have learned what is mirror formula. We have seen that object distance, image distance, focal length, all were interrelated to one another. Likewise, in lens also we are going to use lens formula. What is that lens formula? Here in lens formula, object distance, image distance and focal length all are interrelated to one another. Now look at the screen here, you can find that 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Here f is the focal length, v is the image distance, u will be the object distance. So all these are interrelated to one another, and by using this formula we can find object distance, image distance, focal length. All these related terms can be found out if we know any of the two terms. So this is what lens formula is. How this lens formula is used in solving numerical problem, that we will see just in the next section. Dear students, whenever we learn sign conventions, there are certain things that has to be kept in mind, and these things will help you in solving when you solve the numerical problem. What are those things? Here the most important thing to remember is that convex lens have focus on the right hand side, whereas concave lens has focus on the left hand side. That is why the value of focal length in case of concave lens will be negative, whereas in case of convex lens will be positive. This thing you always keep in mind. Now we will see the magnification. We have already seen magnification in case of mirror, right? So the magnification is the extent of the size of the image with respect to object. Similarly, here in lens also the magnification is the same. The relative extent, or we can say that the ratio of the size of the image with respect to object is known as magnification. This magnification is very much related to the object and image size. So here magnification m is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object. Here height of the image is denoted by h dash, and h is the height of the object. And here height of the image and height of the object is very much related to the object distance and the image distance. So this can be written as m is equal to h dash by h, which is then again equal to v by u. Here v is the image distance and u will be our object distance. So by using lens formula and magnification, let us do some of the most important numerical problems which are very often asked in the CBSE examination. So dear students, watch and listen very carefully, as this will help you to solve various other numerical problems related to lens. So based on the lens formula and magnification, let us do the first numerical problem. Look at the screen here for the first question. Look at the question very carefully. A convex lens of focal length 10 cm is placed at a distance of 12 cm from the wall. Calculate the distance from the lens where an object be placed so as to form its distinct real image on the wall. So here convex lens is used. So a general ray diagram for a convex lens can be constructed like this. Here according to our question, convex lens is taken. So we have taken a ray diagram of convex lens. So focus, double focus, everything is there, but the measurement, actual measurement we will do of ourselves. Here 10 cm, its focal length is 10 cm. We know that convex lens have focal length on the right hand side. So the focal length will be 10 cm. Just we mark it here as 10 cm, right? The next thing is a convex lens of focal length. That lens is placed at a distance of 12 cm from the wall. Assume that this is the wall. The distance between the lens and the wall is 12 cm, right? So here image distance is given, right? So here v is equal to 12 centimeter is given. Now the question is, calculate the distance from the lens where an object be placed. Here the question is, where should the object be kept so that the image formed will be at the distance 12 centimeter. So we need to find the object distance, and here one more thing given, it is real image. That means the image will be formed on the right hand side. We know that the image formed on the right hand side is real image, right? So the image should be formed exactly on the wall. Now we have to find the object distance. Whatever the quantity is given, that we will write first. Here focal length is given, symbol of focal length is f is equal to 10 centimeter. Here focal length is expressed in plus because the focal length is on the right hand side. So here focal length will be in positive. Next thing what is given is image distance. B is equal to given as 12 centimeter. Here real image, which indicates that the image will be formed on the right hand side. Anything on the right hand side of the optical center will be taken as positive. So V is also positive. Now we have to find U, right? By using lens formula we can find the value of U, right? So here 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. We need to find u. So we have to rearrange the equation. So it could be 1 by u is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by v. So further rearranging this, here minus is there. By multiplying minus on both the sides, we will get 1 by u is equal to, here this will plus will get minus sign. So minus we will take towards right hand side. So here we will get 1 by v minus 1 by f. Now it is in the form where we can substitute the value of focal length and image distance. So here 1 by u is equal to, v is the image distance, that will be 1 by 12 minus f is your focal length 1 by 10, right? By solving this, by taking LCM you can solve it. So I am not going to waste your time, you can do it at home, how LCM can be taken, and further solving this, finally we will get minus 1 by 60. Here 1 by u is equal to minus 1 by 60, then u will be equal to minus 60 centimeter. So the image will be formed on the wall at a distance of 12 centimeter if the object is kept at 60 centimeter on the left hand side of the lens. Here minus indicates that the object is kept on the left hand side. We know that any calculation from optical center to left hand side, if we move, then its value will be minus. The u is always negative. By solving this, if you get positive sign, then your answer is wrong. You have committed some mistake during some of the steps. So you always keep in mind that the value of u must be negative. This is very simple numerical problem. This can be solved by using 1 or 2 steps by knowing the lens formula. Hope you understood the first numerical problem. Now we will see the second numerical problem. Look at the screen for second question. Look at this question. A 5 centimeter tall object is placed perpendicular to the principal axis of a convex lens. Here convex lens is taken of focal length 20 centimeter, right? The distance of the object from the lens is 30 centimeter. Now the question is, find the nature, position and size of the image. Also find its magnification. So these are the 4 quantities we need to find: nature, position, size and magnification. The first thing to see in this question is what type of lens it is. It is convex lens. So as usual, what we do, here a ray diagram, a general ray diagram we will make. From the ray diagram we try to solve the numerical problem. So here is our general ray diagram. Here you see 5 centimeter tall object is placed perpendicular to the principal axis of a convex lens of focal length 20 centimeter. Focal length is 20 centimeter, that means the distance between the optical center and focus, right? It is 20 centimeter. The object is placed perpendicular to the principal axis. Here it is given focal length is 20 centimeter, the distance of the object from the lens is 30 centimeter. Since the focal length is 20 centimeter, so the distance from here to optical center will also be 20 centimeter, and double focus will be on 40 centimeter, right? Here the object is placed perpendicular to the principal axis at a distance of 30 centimeter. We keep somewhere in between here. So perpendicular we have made, right? According to the question, we need to find nature, position, size and also the magnification of the image formed. So, with the available to solve this numerical problem, we will be using lens formula. So, firstly we will write the given quantities. What are all the things given? Here height of the object is 5 centimeter, right. So, here height of the object is h is equal to 5 centimeter. Which sign we will use, plus or minus? You see here the object is placed above the principal axis, perpendicular. So, anything which exists above the principal axis will be taken as positive. So, here plus 5 centimeter, plus we no need to write. Second thing given is focal length is given. So, whenever we talk about convex lens, then the focal length will be positive. So, we write f is equal to 20 centimeter plus 20. So, plus we can omit also 20 centimeter. What else is there? Here distance, object distance is given as 30 centimeter. So, object distance u is equal to 30 centimeter, right, plus or minus. We know that object is always kept on the left hand side of the lens. So, the measurement is taken from the optical center. When we go to left side, then the value will be taken as negative. So, here minus 30, here minus indicates that the object is at the left hand side. Okay. And what are all the things we need to find? Here image distance we have to find, then size of the image. Size of the image means h dash we have to find. So, let us use the lens formula. We know that 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Here we have to rearrange this equation since we need to find the value of v, image distance. So, 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. When this goes left side, then this will be plus 1 by u. Here this is the required equation for solving this numerical problem. So, 1 by v is equal to f is given as plus 20. So, here 1 by 20 we write plus 1 by u is given as minus 30, right, minus 30 we write. By solving this we will get 1 by v is equal to, further solving this we will get 3 minus 2 divided by 60, right. So, here 3 minus 2 is 1. So, here 1 by 60. 1 by v is equal to 1 by 60. Then by reversing this, v is equal to 60 centimeter. Here you see the value of v, that is the image distance, is plus. Image distance is plus, indicates that the image will be formed on the right hand side, right. So, at what distance? It will be at 60. So, here focus is 20, this is 40, then 60 means somewhere here. Extending this, we will get somewhere here the image will be formed. Okay. So, this way image distance can be found out. Since we have found out the value of v, that is image distance, from the value of image distance, that is plus 60, we can find the nature of image. So, whenever we talk about nature, nature means two quantities we have to find under nature. One is whether it is real or virtual. Second nature will be whether it is erect or inverted. This thing we have to find, right. So, the value of plus indicates that the image is formed on the right hand side of the lens. So, right hand side, any image which is formed on the right hand side of the lens is considered to be real image. So, from the value of v, we can say that the image so formed is real. So, nature of image we have found out as real image. Whether it is erect or inverted, we do not know. This we will come to know only when we find the height of the image, whether it is formed above the principal axis or below the principal axis. We know that m is equal to h dash by h, which is again equal to v divided by u. H dash we do not know. So, we can write m is equal to v by u. We know that v is 60 centimeter and u is minus 30 centimeter. By solving this, we will get minus 2. So, here it shows that the magnification is minus 2. Here minus indicates that the object is formed below the principal axis. We have found another nature of the image, that is the image so obtained is inverted. Now, still height we need to find out, right. So for that, what we do, m is equal to h dash by h is equal to v by u. So height of the image is equal to hv divided by u. So which is then h we know 5v is 60 divided by u will be minus 30. So 0 0 gets cancelled, 3 here 2. So finally we will get the answer as minus 10. Height of the image will be minus 10. Now you see we have got magnification as minus 2, which indicates that the size of the image will be double the size of the object. 2 indicates twice the size of the object. So from the height of the image also it is clear, right? Twice the height of the object will be 5 is equal to 2, that is 10. So that is what we have got. The minus sign indicates that the image is formed below the principal axis. So by this way such type of numerical problems could be solved. But while solving numerical problems, the sign convention must be taken care of. So from the last two numerical problems, I believe that you understood the basic skills to understand to solve the numerical problem. With this you can solve many other numerical problems which are given in your textbook. Now we will see another numerical problem so that you will have enough grip to solve the numerical problem. Let us see that also. See the question, an object of height 4 centimeter is kept at a distance of 30 centimeter from a concave lens. Here we are using concave lens. Now the question is, use lens formula to determine the image, distance, nature, size of the image formed if the focal length of the lens is 15 centimeter. So firstly we need to see which type of lens is used, right? Here concave lens, so we make a rough ray diagram. In the question focal length is given as 15 centimeter. Whenever we talk about concave lens, then the focal length will be on the left hand side. So this is the distance we will take for focal length, optical center to the, what is this? The focal length is 15 centimeter, right? An object of height 4 centimeter is given at a distance of 30 centimeter. If focal length is 15, then double focus will be 30. So somewhere here, and position and all, exact position we don't need to write, just you keep the object, rest all we will find through solving the numerical problem. So here object distance u is given as 30 centimeter, right? We have to find image distance, nature and other things. By using lens formula, how this numerical problem could be solved, about that we will see. Here what are the things given, that we will write first. Here f is given, f is equal to 15 centimeter, right? Here it is concave lens. Whenever we talk about concave lens, focal length will be on the left hand side, so the value of focal length will be minus, right? So here we have to write minus 15 centimeter. What else is given? Here object distance is given, so u is equal to 30 centimeter. Negative or positive? It is on the left hand side, so we write minus. And what we need to find? Image distance, that is v we have to find, v we don't know. And what else we need to find? The height of the image also we have to find, right? So here height of the image also we have to find. Height is given, so h is equal to 4 centimeter, right? So using lens formula we know that 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, right? So we need to find v, so we have to rearrange as we did in the last problem. 1 by v is equal to 1 by f plus 1 by u, since this goes that side. So here by solving this, 1 by v is equal to 1 by f is given as minus 15 plus 1 by u, u is given as minus 30, right? By solving this we will get 1 by v is equal to, by taking LCM and all, we will get 1 by minus 10, right? So 1 by v is equal to this one, then v is equal to minus 10. So this will be the image distance. Now image distance we have found out, h dash we have to find, right? So from magnification formula we know that h dash by h is equal to v by u. So this can be modified as h dash is equal to hv divided by u. Here h is 4 centimeter into v is minus 10 divided by u is given as minus 30, right? So minus minus gets cancelled. So here 0 0 gets cancelled, which is equal to 4 by 3. So by solving this, we will get 1.33 centimeter. See here, the height of the object is 4 centimeter, whereas the height of the image is only 1.33 centimeter, which shows the height of the image is smaller than the object. Nature of the image we did not find, right? So nature we have to find. So under nature, whether it is real or virtual we have to find. Secondly, whether it is erect or inverted, that we have to find. So from the image we can easily find out. Here image you see minus 10. Minus 10 means which is formed on the left hand side. So left hand side means virtual. So the image so formed will be virtual. Whether it is erect or inverted, for this you see the height of the image. Here height of the image is in plus. So it indicates the image is erect. So above the principal axis it is formed, so the image formed will be erect. So nature of the image can be obtained from the value of image distance and height of the image. From the value of image we can easily know the nature of the image. So this way simply we can solve the numerical problem. So this way numerical problems could be solved by using lens formula and magnification. Hope you understood all these numerical problems. Now just you try various other questions which are given in your textbook and other reference book. If you have any doubt and query, then you can ask very well through SMS and other modes which are provided to you. Dear students, we have come to the conclusion part. Before that, we have to see the power of a lens. What is this power of a lens? Dear students, we have already learnt about lens, two types of lens, right? The convex lens is also known as converging lens and concave lens is a diverging lens. Now look at the screen here. If the thickness of the lens is increased, then you will find that as the thickness is increased, then the refracted rays are focused closer to the lens. If the thickness is decreased, then the focus goes away from the lens. So which indicates that if the thickness is increased, then focus will be brought near to the lens. Similarly, in case of concave lens, if you find, if the thickness of the concave lens is increased, then what will happen? They will diverge, the light rays will diverge when they are passed parallel to the principal axis, then the focus goes towards the or closer to the lens. So from all these observations, we can conclude that if the thickness of the lens is increased, then the focal length will decrease. If the thickness is decreased, then the focal length will increase. So we can define power of a lens in terms of focal length. So the power of a lens can be defined as the reciprocal of the focal length of a lens. Since by increasing or decreasing the thickness of the lens, the focal length gets affected. That is why we can say that if we increase the thickness, then the focal length decreases. If the thickness is decreased, then the focal length increases. So we can say that power is expressed in terms of reciprocal of the focal length. Here the power of a lens is denoted by the letter P and the focal length must be expressed in meter. If the focal length is expressed in meter, then the unit of power will be diopter. As you can see here, simply we can write as capital D. You may be wearing spectacles, right? If so, then just take out the prescription made by the doctor and you see whether the power is expressed in plus sign or minus sign. You will find that plus 0.56 or something like that. Now here plus sign indicates that the lens what you are having is convex lens. If it is negative sign, then it indicates that it is a concave lens. So always keep in mind that plus sign of a power of a lens will be the convex lens. If power is expressed in a negative, then it shows that it is a concave lens. Dear students, this is what we have for today's session. We have completed entire chapter, that is the light reflection and refraction. Hope you understood all those things. If you have any doubt, you can ask through SMS and other modes which are provided to you. Before concluding this session, I would like to ask some easy home assignments which you can practice at home. So here is your home assignment. Hope you all do all these home assignments very easily. See you all on another day with a new topic, new lesson. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye.